Hello everyone, welcome to our final week of our January check-ins. Well done if you've made it this far. So today we are gonna carve out just a short amount of time to just move into a really nice fluid vinyasa. I want this to feel super creative for you, very free, not too rigid in alignment. I just would really love for you to notice how it feels in your body to just get on your mat and wiggle. No expectations, it doesn't need to look any particular way. We just want to feel into our bodies, into all that is here with us already without trying to change anything. So if you want to make your way to your mats, I'm going to maybe use a couple of blocks today, but you can do the whole practice without if you'd rather. And we're actually going to start in a tabletop. So bringing the blocks underneath the hands if you have them, don't worry if you don't, you can do it without. And just landing the palms on top, take the knees a little wider perhaps than the hips and just start to sway the hips from side to side. Excuse me. Starting to shift the weight forwards and backwards. Into the hands, the weight moves forward. And start to shift the sit bones back towards the heels as the weight moves backwards. You can take a nice soft bend into the elbows as you move maybe clockwise, maybe anti-clockwise. Take it in one direction first. Maybe 3 to 4 circles in that direction as you just start to move into the lower spine. You can release the head, moving into the hips, and then start to take it in the other direction whenever you're ready. And just allow these movements to take you wherever they take you. Don't worry about it following a certain pattern. Don't worry about it meeting a certain alignment. That is not the point of the practice today. And when you're ready, just finding your way back through center and taking an angry cat through the spine as you round through the back, tuck the chin towards your chest. And as you exhale, softly bend the elbows, lengthen the tailbone backwards as you send it back. So floating through an angry cat on our way forward, take an inhale. Softly bending into the elbows as you send the tailbone backwards and exhale, kind of like a floating child's pose here. You can keep the toes tucked. Let's take one more like this. We inhale forward. Bend the elbows, take it back as you exhale. Let's find our way to child's pose. Take the arms nice and long. Relax the forehead down towards the ground to exhale here. Take a full breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Landing into this space today with whichever intention is speaking to you the loudest. I always go for the thing that comes to my mind first. So whatever that is, allowing it to settle into mind, body, and breath. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. And a grounding exhale out. Allow the weight of the body to really let go in towards the earth beneath you. And from here, start to gaze forward. We're going to roll back into the hands again. Find your tabletop. And this time, you're just going to take the right block, if you have one, a little bit wider, and you're going to start to flex the right foot up towards the sky as you inhale. As you exhale, take a nice big circle out and around and replace the right foot on top of the block where the right hand is. From here, start to open through the right knee. The right hand is going to meet the inside of the thigh, and keep pressing into the left hand as you steadily open through that knee and melt in towards your left hip. Take a big breath in to inhale, lift heart towards the sky, and maybe exhale, starting to gaze past the right shoulder. So I like to think about making a nice amount of space between right knee and right rib here. A full breath in, we inhale, and we exhale. From here, start to rise. You're just going to open the left foot behind you, and then step the right foot to connect with the left. So almost like a clam shape with the legs. We take a big breath in, extending right arm overhead, we inhale. As you exhale, can you drop the sit bones towards the heels and reach forward, maybe the fingertips touch earth. Take a big breath in, lift the hips again, we inhale, lengthen. We exhale, drop sit bones towards the heels, reach forward and exhale. Let's go for one more, we inhale. And reach forward to exhale. Well done, everyone. Reach high to inhale. Drop the right hand back towards your right brick. And you're going to travel round with the right leg, crossing right knee over left. Wing your feet open into shoelace or Gomukhasana. And then to exhale, start to send the sit bones back in that negative space behind you and fold forward. Maybe the hands stay connected to those blocks. Take a full breath in here. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful, everyone. Travel forward with your next inhale. Keep the knees as they are. Let's take a cat-cow here in our Gomukhasana legs. Inhale, we drop the navel, lift the heart. We exhale, press into hands and round chin to chest. Start to unravel the legs one by one and find your way back to your tabletop. Let's take one normal cat-cow. Take a back bend, inhale. We round and exhale. Traveling back through neutral spine, bring the right knee into center. This time the left block comes a little bit wider. Flex the left foot towards the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, circle that left foot round. Replace the hand with the foot. And start to exhale, move into your nice supported lizard lunge here. This is the best stretch ever, I love it. The left hand meets left knee, start to open to that space. And keep actively pressing down into that right hand. There's a sense of lift up and away from the floor on one side of the body, and a sense of opening, dropping downwards on the other. Maybe the gaze starts to shift, breathing in. And breathing out, exhale. Wonderful. Come back through center, take an inhale, just turning the right toes out behind you. Start to pick up that left knee, take an inhale, and the left foot connects with the right. Reach up high, take an inhale, lift through hips. As you exhale, lower the sit bones towards the heels and reach forward, maybe fingertips connect to earth. We inhale, breathe it back, flow through these movements as feels good. We exhale, sit it back and fold inside the legs. Breathing high, we inhale, lift and lengthen. We exhale and take it forward. Breathe it high one last time, inhale. Land that left hand back towards the block. Pivot around and you're going to cross left knee over right. Wing the heels open, inhale. Keep the hands connected to blocks if you can as you send the sit bones back and exhale to fold. Breathing here for 2. Exhaling. Pausing in this space for 1. Inviting some extra softness in with your final exhale here. Wonderful, everyone. Travel forward with your inhale, hands to blocks. Keep the knees as they are. Let's take a cat-cow, drop navel, lift the heart, broaden collarbones. We exhale to round, tucking tailbone under. From here, just simply unravel the legs, find your way to tabletop, tuck the toes, find a downward facing dog as you exhale. Maybe the hands stay to blocks here. Just a nice new space to explore. Finding connection down through the base of the palms, a full breath in. And a full breath out, exhale. Okay, we're going to step the left foot into center, lift the right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. As you exhale, we're going to travel forward, knee to nose, round through the spine, and drop the right foot inside your block. Slide the left foot back, drop towards your left knee. So here, you can keep the blocks as they are, or if you want to explore a new space, bring the block underneath that right foot, travel forward, and then re-find your low lunge. So you might keep the second block underneath the left hand as you inhale, start to lengthen right arm alongside the right ear. And then as you exhale, you maybe start to travel back with that block, bring it inside the left calf, and then lengthen backwards, taking it into somewhere between a back bend and a side stretch. And use that back block to really support yourself here. Press down through the hand rather than collapse into the lower back. Taking 2 breaths to hold, we inhale. And exhale. Don't worry if you don't have your blocks, you can still mimic this exact same shape without. Nice, everyone. Let's come up through center. If you have your block, pop it in between both hands and sandwich it in between the two. Start to inhale, lift through the heart. And as you exhale, you're going to send the sit bones back and take it into your Ardha Hanuman as you exhale, fold, reaching the arms forward. So wedging that right heel in towards the floor or the block beneath you and start to lengthen the second block away. So we're hovering in like a tabletop spine here. Take a big breath in to inhale. As you exhale, release the block either beyond the foot and fold here, or if that feels a little bit too much or too deep today, you can just release hands down towards the floor and fold. This block underneath the heel is definitely challenging the balance a little bit. Let's go for a big breath in, inhaling and exhaling. Wonderful. Pop your second block towards the side. Let's move back into our low lunge as you inhale. Keep the fingertips towards the earth this time. Lift through the heart. And as you exhale, press into the hands. Step the right foot towards your tabletop. Take a cat-cow. Drop to palms. Inhale, back bend. Exhale to round. Chin towards your chest. Exhale. Come through neutral spine again. Bring both blocks under the hands if you did it on your previous downward facing dog. Lift the hips and adjust the feet. Exhale. Full breath in, finding steadiness, simplicity in this posture. And exhale, release it out. Okay, step the right foot into center, left leg goes high, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose as you exhale, weight into the hands. A brief pause here before dropping left foot down towards the ground. Drop to your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. If you went for that block option on the other side, slide it underneath the left foot this time, readjust, and then rebend into the left knee. You can bring the right block outside the right hip and pause here, or start to lift left arm up and travel back with the block that's underneath the right hand. So find that connection downwards. Keep lifting up and away, and then start to soften in towards the hips. 3 to hold. For 2, we deepen. For 1. And exhale, release. Travel forward, past the block in between both hands. Lift and lengthen in Anjani. Inhale. We exhale, we send the hips back and we fold, but we pause halfway to begin with. Think tabletop spine. Lengthen the arms as far away as you can. You can always tuck those right toes for some extra support. Breathe in, wrap triceps to ears. Exhale, breathe out. Maybe we place the block behind the foot. Maybe you let go of it altogether. Choice is always yours. Breathing to hold for 1. And exhale. Nice. Pop the block to one side. Rebend into the left knee. Find your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Fingertips stay connected to earth. Lift the heart, take an inhale. As you exhale, press into the hand. Travel back towards your tabletop. Land both knees. Let's take a cat-cow here. Nice and simple. Or any movements you would like to add into it. Maybe there's a little barrel roll of the spine one way. And then the other way. Exhale. Tuck the toes, float the hips. Downward facing dog. And we exhale fully. Step the left foot into center. The right leg goes high. 3-leg dog. As you exhale, take it forward, knee to nose. And land the right shin parallel with the top of your mat. And lengthen into your modified side plank. Press into right hand, lift the left arm high, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to travel back and fold inside the left thigh, fingertips to earth. Exhale. Traveling back towards the top of your mat. Inhale, we lengthen. Maybe this time the left leg lifts with us. As we exhale, we take it towards the back of our mat. And exhale. Perhaps when you pause here this time, you tuck the right toes, fold inside the left leg and fold in lizard. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Exhale, holding for 1. And exhale, release back onto the right knee. Turn the foot out. Let's travel towards the top of our mat again. Take an inhale into your modified side plank. And from here, you can hold, or you're going to step the right leg through to a fallen star. Wedge the heel in towards the ground. Circle the left arm high and wide. We inhale. And we exhale to pause for 3, for 2, for 1, and exhale. Land the left hand towards the top of your mat. Scoop the right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. As you exhale, knee draws towards the nose, and you're going to wrap the right knee over the left again, drop down to both knees. This time, as you land in your Gomukhasana and the feet go wide, you're going to start to rise with the arms. So options here, you can take a bind of either elbow, reach the forearms beyond the crown of the head, and hold here. Otherwise, the left arm is going to stay put, and the right hand is going to drop towards sacrum. You might just stay, or maybe you start to walk the hands towards each other, lift through the front of the chest, open through the top elbow, and pause here to breathe. 2, for 1, and exhale. Wonderful, everyone. From here, start to travel around towards the left. Land both soles of the feet. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the sit bones. Find your Malasana, your yogi squat. Exhale. Just fingertips come to touch here. Keep space between the palms of the hands. Use the elbows to open through the knees here, open through the hips, and then gently lift through the heart. Lift yourself away from the ground just for 1 inch. We pause. And we exhale, holding for 1 more inhale. With your next exhale, turn the heels backwards and fold in center. So we're going to travel back the way we came, traveling around towards the right foot. Allow the knees to overlap onto one another again, and you're back in your Gomukhasana. And then traveling forward here, the right foot is going to come towards the top of our mat. Take a low lunge, Anjaneyasana, sweeping arms high and wide. We inhale. The hands are going to frame the front foot, tuck the left toes. Step it back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Exhale. Right foot to center, left leg goes high, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose as you exhale, and you're dropping the left shin parallel towards the top of the mat. From here, start to breathe into your modified side plank. We take an inhale. As you exhale, you bend into the right knee, you travel to the back of your mat and fold inside the right thigh. Exhale. To the top of your mat, we inhale. Maybe this time the right leg floats. Breathe in. As you exhale and travel back, maybe this becomes a moment to pause in your lizard, tucking the left toes, floating the left knee and holding. Walking the arms beyond the edge of the mat and allowing heart to drop down towards the earth. Breathing here. And exhale. Release left knee down towards the ground. Traveling back towards the top of your mat again. Find your modified side plank as you inhale. Now you can pause here. Otherwise, press into the right foot. Step the left leg through, moving your blocks out of the way if they are obstructing. And then start to sweep that right arm high. Take a nice big circle to exhale. 3, we hold. Final breath. And exhale. Right hand to the top of the mat. Scoop the left leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose, we exhale. Wrap it over the right knee again, drop down to your Gomukhasana legs. Wing the heels open, send the sit bones back and down. Breathe the arms high, we inhale. So maybe taking your non-dominant bind here, if you took a bind of the elbows, you'll know which one that is intuitively. Otherwise, you can keep the right arm high this time and start to feed left hand towards sacrum or towards fingers. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Maybe the eyes intuitively flutter closed for 2. for one final breath. And exhale, release the hands. We travel towards the right, land the fingertips towards the back of your mat, pivot onto the soles of the feet, take a halfway lift in Prasarita. It's a slightly narrower stance. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn the heels in, take the knees wide. We're going to find our way to goddess pose. Start to rise as you inhale, lift prayer to sky. And as you exhale, landing the hands towards the thighs. So thumbs inside, fingers are outside, lift the heart roll, shoulder blades back. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, we're dropping the left shoulder through center, gazing over towards the right. Through center, we inhale. Drop right shoulder, gaze left, we exhale. One more each side, inhale. Left shoulder, exhale. One more. And exhale. Wonderful. Through center, take an inhale. Turn the heels out, peace fingers to toes, Prasarita, exhale. So you can take the legs a little bit wider here, or you can keep it narrow, whatever feels intuitive. Maybe there's movement here. Maybe it's just a subtle undulation of the spine. Maybe it's just a nod, a shake of the head, or a sway from side to side. Take a big breath in, and a grounding breath out. Take a halfway lift as you inhale, gaze towards your left foot and start to pivot back into your Gomukhasana. Allow the knees to connect. Take a big breath in to inhale, pause back where we came from, and exhale. We travel forward, release the left foot. Take an inhale in Anjaneyasana, inhale, and exhale, landing hands outside the foot. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in as you press back into the base of the palms, finding stillness, finding familiarity. And drop down towards the knees as you exhale, tabletop. Let's simply walk the hands forward. Find Anahatasana, melting heart pose. Now if you have your blocks, this is a nice spot to also welcome them into practice. So placing the palms downwards, maybe even upwards if that feels good. Something different. Maybe just pinkies downwards and the palms face towards one another. And allow the head, the forehead to maybe meet earth. Allow the space between earth and your chest to subtly start to close. Soften into the shoulders, soften into the neck if you can. Trying not to grip onto those blocks if they are there. Relaxing the fingers. Making space between ears and shoulders. And deepen the breath for a final hold. Inhale together. And exhale fully. From here, gaze forward. Start to wave through the spine as you inhale back through your angry cat. And as you exhale, you're going to release the hips all the way down towards the ground. If your blocks are there, dropping forearms, and then just taking a moment to pause in your Sphinx posture. So as though you're dragging those blocks back towards the lower floating ribs. Just notice as the heart starts to subtly move forward. There's an engagement through the mid-back here, a gentle engagement through the glutes. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. From here, bring the hands back to meet your blocks. Press into the hands and send it back to your child's pose. The knees go wide, the toes come to touch. And we exhale to take it back. And we're just going to simply walk the hands back towards the knees. Take a moment to come to a comfortable seat. And here is where we're going to close. So maybe you sit towards blocks, maybe you sit towards cushions. Sit towards your heels or take cross-legged, whatever feels most sustainable in your body. And just ending your practice with a grounding breath in. Sighing out whatever it is that does not need to be with us here today. Anything that we choose to let go of and leave at the side of our mats as we move into the rest of our day, the rest of our week. And keeping parts of our practice with us that we choose to keep with us into our week. Maybe that was a sense of creativity and flow. Maybe it's a sense of moving without caring what people think around us, without self-criticism. with simple intuition, giving ourselves that space to reconnect to those important parts of ourselves. Let's bring both hands to hover over heart. Take an inhale, feel that heat connecting with palm to your skin, to your fabric of your clothing. And exhale. Let's bring prayer to third eye space. The thumbs can connect to Ajna chakra. May your practice always bring you home. We bow to close together. It was a pleasure to guide you all through this 4-part series this January. I so hope to see you all again, and take good care of yourselves.